So I was getting a transmission error, which is a blinking D light on the dashboard. Didn't know what that is, had to look it up. And that ended up pointing to a transmission sensors, which aren't picked up by regular ODB2 scanners. This was my Foxwell NT630 Plus. I got it for ABS and for airbag resetting. I ended up needing to use that, but it doesn't give you the Honda specific codes. There is a diagnostic tool on the NT710 that gives you Honda and Acura codes here, as well as the general ODB2 scanning. It gave me the codes for the third clutch transmission fluid pressure switch replacement, and it is underneath the battery tray. I'll show you where that is in a minute here. And here it is. It is a oil pressure switch and a gasket, and we're going to tighten that to 14 pound-feet. And so here is the new one. I got it from Honda. I'll have the part number in the description, but there it is, as well as a new O-ring crush washer. So the pressure switch is right down there. It's straight below the battery tray, right below the dipstick right there. And yeah, it should be pretty easy to replace from the top. I saw a video of a guy that took that went in from underneath as well. You just have to reach up from underneath there. But I thought that taking the battery tray out would give me direct access to it. So here is the battery tray that I removed. There are 3 12mm bolts right here. There's 1, 2, 3. They look like this. And then there's 2 underneath. This back one is hard to get to, but it's slotted, so you just have to get back there, reach for it, loosen it a little bit, and you can just lift that out once you loosen that. And then this one comes out all of the way. There's a couple spots where you disconnect the battery harness. There's a clip on the back side here, and I think there is one right here for the negative battery cable too that you have to release from that. They mount to the battery tray right here on these spots that stick out. I also have a 22mm deep socket to go and remove that sensor once I unplug it. One trick that I have with Honda connectors is that you press on the release with your thumb, and then I go in with a screwdriver to push it out that way, because sometimes they get kind of stuck over time, especially with the dirt from the engine. So here's the old clutch pressure switch. It wasn't torqued on there too much. I guess it's 14 isn't that much torque. Make sure you get the old crush washer off. I'm not sure if I would reuse it. You might as well just get a new one as well. And I also put some plastic down in the bottom there to catch just a few drops of transmission fluid that came out when I loosened it. Okay, so the new switch is installed. It was pretty straightforward. I put a little dielectric grease on it. I don't know if that was needed. I wanted to give you the torque specs of the battery tray. It looks like those bolts go on at 16 foot-pounds. I'll have a link to get Honda Element service manuals. You can still get a paperback. I found this really useful over the years, as well as links to the Foxwell NT710. I got this one right on eBay, and I hope that helps. We'll see you next time.